live in high definition. This is Western New York's news leader. Now, News 4 at 10.
You see it when it happens in other places, but when it's your backyard, when it's your child that's hiding, it's just a little different, you know? It's a very sad day.
You hear this on the news all the time. You never think it's going to happen, and it happened.
At least 17 people, including students and adults, were killed when a former student started shooting at a South Florida high school. More than a dozen are injured tonight. A law enforcement source told CBS News the suspect appeared to have pulled the fire alarm, causing chaos, and then began shooting. The students live tweeted the horror as they hid under their desks. Nikki Batiste is live in New York City with the very latest details for us on what happened today in South Florida. Nikki?
The Broward County Sheriff says 12 of the 17 people killed have been identified. Some of the students did not have their backpacks or IDs on them. The suspect, 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz, will be questioned as officials try to determine his motive.
The nightmare at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida unfolded just as the school day was ending. Police say the suspected gunman, 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz, arrived on the school's campus Wednesday afternoon heavily armed.
He had countless magazines, multiple magazines, and at this point we believe he had one AR-15 rifle.
A law enforcement source tells CBS News he appeared to have pulled the fire alarm to create chaos before firing.
As soon as the fire drill got pulled, the fire alarm got pulled, and kids were evacuating, I heard 5 pops.
And then all of a sudden we hear one of our student government teachers say, "Run as fast as you can," and we hear a gunshot.
As emergency officials tended to the wounded, students raced out of the school, some with arms above their heads.
We were just like praying and crying.
The description of the subject is going to be a white male, last name wearing a burgundy shirt.
Cruz was arrested nearby without incident, to the relief of parents wondering if their loved ones were safe.
It's really great to be able to hug him a little tighter right now.
This is just absolutely pure evil.
Late Wednesday, officials escorted Cruz in his hospital gown to the Broward jail for questioning.
He was a former student of Douglas High School. He got expelled for disciplinary reasons. I don't know the specifics.
Authorities plan to examine the gunman's social media activity as they try to figure out his motives.
A federal law enforcement officer tells CBS News they are working to trace the AR-15 back to the first lawful purchaser. I'm Nikki Batiste reporting live in New York. Now back to you.
Nikki, thank you. A Buffalo woman watched the scene unfold from her home. Her neighbor is about a half-mile from the school. News 4's Callan Gray joins us live from the newsroom to tell us what she saw. Callan?
Well, Elena, she said, of course, it was a very scary scene. She watched as 2 SWAT trucks rushed by, helicopters in the air, and she says police were driving on both sides of the road trying to get to the scene. Jenna Bender says she was going to the grocery store when she saw first responders rushing by her neighborhood. The school is right at the end of her street. She says this afternoon, ambulances, fire trucks, and police had blocked off her street. Police told them to get home and get indoors. Her boyfriend's nephew goes to the school. Bender says he's safe and came to their house after, but this is what he went through.
He ran out of the school and ran to the Walmart, and that's where he got picked up, I guess. And she was actually, the mother was in her vehicle with her 2 little girls waiting for him to come outside. And the little one said, "Why are all these police coming to the school, Mommy?" She said, "I don't know." And then the other one said, "Are those firecrackers going off inside of the school?" They heard the gunshot.
Bender says this is the best school in the area the school parents want to send their children to. She tells us it's an affluent area. Bender moved to this part of Florida when she was 12 and actually went to this high school. It's been a very difficult day for everyone in that community. Reporting in the newsroom, Callan Gray, News 4.
Callan, thank you. And the high school where this happened will be closed the rest of the week. We will continue to follow this developing story at 10:30. Another full report is coming up with the latest developments. Also, keep checking our social media pages for any breaking updates. All new at 10, a woman from Buffalo is accused of trying to smuggle drugs into a prison. 31-year-old Latasha Crutcher is charged with possession of drugs and promoting prison contraband. Investigators say last year in November, she tried to smuggle oxycodone, marijuana, and a razor blade into the Attica prison. A Buffalo man accused of driving drunk and hitting 2 people admitted to the crime. 33-year-old Marshawn Levy pleaded guilty to vehicular assault. The Erie County District Attorney's Office says last May, Levy was driving at high speeds when he crashed head-on into a stopped car at East Delavan and Bailey. The driver of the car was hospitalized for a month with severe leg injuries. The passenger is still in the hospital with a traumatic brain injury. He faces up to 7 years in prison when he's sentenced in April. City of Niagara Falls cut 2 police positions, but now the Falls is paying thousands for a different position. This new story is all new next.